Circles of Memory, an event organized by Islamic Social Services Association.
The Islamic Social Services Association, in its recognition of the National Day for Truth and Reconciliation, hosted a Muslim Indigenous solidarity event. A day of prayers, ceremonies, conversations, games, and refreshments.
Good afternoon. My name's Jamie Carnegie. I'm a board member at Islamic Social Services Association. I am here today at our event around truth and reconciliation, about deepening relationships and building understanding and connection between the Muslim and Indigenous communities. This is a continuation of the work that we've been doing at ISSA for a very long time under the leadership of Shahina Siddiqui.
The event focuses on healing, reflection, and unity, bringing people together to remember the history of residential schools and to foster understanding and reconciliation.
The song that we're going to sing was composed by Jason Henry from Rosa River. We are remembering children. We're remembering the stuff that happened during residential school, day school.
Today's event is about sharing knowledge, sharing ceremony, and sharing some words around what's happening around the world with children, but also acknowledging and understanding and honoring the children who were impacted and lost through their involvement with the Indian residential school system in Canada.
Hatanse Bojo Anin. Hello. My name is Papimpata Masqua, Running Bear, Maigan Dotem. I'm from the Wolf Clan. My English name is David Budd. I'm an elder here. First and foremost, I'm thinking about this young woman, a little girl who went to residential school in British Columbia. And she was 6 years old, and she was wearing a beautiful orange shirt, and then it was torn from her. They took it away from her, and then she went without that shirt. And so that story came forward, it's revived, and as an act of resiliency amongst the Indigenous people, that we decided to wear orange in her honor.
Manitoba also has a strong emphasis on educating youth and involving elders in ceremonies, because learning from Indigenous voices is seen as vital to reconciliation. The event included many inspirational and insightful presentations from Indigenous elders, knowledge keepers, and community leaders.
Bonjour. Giwit no Benasin Disneycuz. My name is North Thunderbird. My name's Faylene Sutherland. And I'm really honored to be here today at this gathering. And we were passed tobacco, and we answered our sacred tobacco, to bring our sacred bundles here to share with the people.
The orange shirt itself is a visual commitment to remembering those lost and supporting survivors. The event included visual symbolism, orange shirts, banners, symbolic art, workshops, and displays, as well as variety of fun games and activities designed to entertain guests of all ages.
My name's Haroon Kibirige. I am a Muslim, I'm a Canadian, and I am on the board of Islamic Social Services Association, one of the partners in this event on such a very important day, but an important day for us as Muslims, but also more importantly, in recognition of Indigenous peoples and the reconciliation that needs to be done as Canadians on a day like this.
The event aimed to honor sacred traditions, connecting participants to ancestral teachings, spirituality, and community, creating an atmosphere of unity and reverence.
إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين.
The phrase, "every child matters," reminds us that all children deserve love, safety, and the opportunity to thrive. Children everywhere deserve to grow up in safety, free from fear and violence, in peaceful neighborhoods or in conflict zones.
And today, while we remember the stolen children of residential schools, we must also remember the stolen children of Palestine. Children growing up under occupation, under siege, under bombs, and in what we call occupied Palestine. The parallels are not coincidence.
The event included a meaningful sharing circle where participants reflected on both personal and communal experiences. This was followed by moments of remembrance, offering a space to honor the past, acknowledge collective struggles, and hold space for healing and hope.
The resiliency of the Indigenous people, of all Indigenous people, are standing up and reclaiming ourselves, our land, our culture, our languages, to show that we're not going to sit back and let this happen anymore. And earlier we were talking about children in Palestine, that they're also being abused and hurt and killed. And all children matter. So it just reflects, it mirrors what has happened over there is happening here. And not only that, it's happening all over the world, all over Mother Earth. But the people are coming together and uniting. It's like they're lighting candles, they're shedding light on the darkness, because we have to stop the colonizer from creating havoc, creating separation, creating fear, creating wars and destruction. It has to stop, and so it's things like this, events like this that are going to be starting happening to unite all people to come together. There's one creator and there's many religions, So look, this is an awesome time to come together and unify and bring a new earth about, because a new dawn is arising. And that's what I'm looking forward to, especially for our children, grandchildren, great-grandchildren to come. They'll have a better world waiting for them. So that's what Orange Shirt Day means to me.
Circles of Memory, a day of healing, reflection, and unity. Held at the Canadian Mennonite University in Winnipeg and hosted by the Islamic Social Services Association, this Muslim Indigenous solidarity event marked Orange Shirt Day and the National Day for Truth and Reconciliation. Through prayers, ceremonies, art, workshops, and community activities, participants honored residential school survivors and those who never returned. With symbolic visuals, sharing circles, and teachings from elders and community leaders, the gathering emphasized that every child matters, fostering remembrance, healing, education, and solidarity for a hopeful future.
Today's event was made possible with funding from the Reconciliation Secretariat through the Government of Manitoba. And we have a collective of different organizations helping to organize this, and a whole big group of volunteers making this happen today.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Alhamdulillah, I'm standing here. We've just completed a day, a wonderful picnic, bringing people together from the Indigenous and the Muslim community in solidarity to hear the truth, to speak the truth with each other, to share with each other, and to look upon building relationships going into the future into our reconciliation. On behalf of the ISSA board, the Winnipeg Central Mosque, I just wanted to say that it was my pleasure and I was honored to be a participant. Thank you again. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.